And welcome back to another episode of DarthNews, special edition, Everybody Hates Amber. And today we're going to be talking about, I already gave it away. You guessed it, Amber Heard. Today we're talking about Amber Heard. But we're not just going to talk about Amber Heard, we're going to bitch about Amber Heard. I'm going to let out all my frustration because I hate this cunt. I hate this barn witch with all of my fucking being. She's the worst. And today we're going to go into depth about how she's a crazy person. You know, like we've always known that she's crazy and mean. Just a mean bitch. But today, we're gonna go into some details because new details, that's right, new details. These fucking cars have no respect. New details about Amber Heard that have been revealed to the public are really telling. It really shows you how mean she is, how she tries to get under your skin and just get you to blow up. You know, honestly, Amber's such a bitch, I wouldn't even hold it against Johnny if he did beat her ass. Honestly, at this point, knowing everything I know now, it wouldn't surprise me if he did hit her. And I wouldn't even be mad at him. Because a bitch that does all this kind of crazy shit deserves to be smacked. She was never spanked as a kid. My dad beat me with a fucking belt. I'm sorry about the cars. My dad beat me with a belt until I had welts on my ass. He raised me right. You know, he would put soap in my mouth when I would use bad language. Well, that didn't really work too well, but the beating me with a belt definitely helped. We're going to look at these revelations that came up in court today, and then we're also going to take a look at all of these fucking crazy articles that are really putting a damper on Johnny Depp. For some reason, they're seeing Amber Heard as the winner, and she's not the winner. So I'm a little bit pissed off, because these websites don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. How many people are they brainwashing? I mean, God damn it! Okay, so I don't know how much longer I can stay outside. The mosquitoes are getting pretty bad, so we're gonna go inside and finish the video inside. But yeah, there's a lot of headlines that are really painting Johnny in a negative light. And it's really rubbing me the wrong way. You know, you could rub me the right way where I just, you know, splooge everywhere, or you could rub me the wrong way. And I get violent. Nobody likes a violent Darth. I'm just kidding. I don't get violent. I never get violent. But I use a lot of bad words. Words are my weapon. Yeah, not fists. I'm more of a I'll call you a, well, you know, I'm not going to say it right now because there's no context. But if you piss me off, I'll say it.
Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my...
Hey, que pasa, homie? Today you're gonna call me by Darth Cholo. Okay? Alright, Darth... Cultural appropriation. Fuck off. I'm a bad hombre. Just call me Darth. Oh, fuck. You know, I hope the day that Amber Heard dies, she goes to purgatory. And not just any kind of purgatory, my friends. This is a very special kind of purgatory. In this purgatory, Amber will have to take a shit involuntarily every single day in Johnny Depp's bed. Then she'll have to pick up that shit, put it on a plate, take her fork and knife, cut it into little pieces, and eat it one by one until it's gone. And once it's gone, she's gonna have to light up a cigarette, start smoking it, and put it out on her cheek every day. And at the same time, somehow, simultaneously, as she's putting it on her cheek, she's gonna have to find a way to cut her finger off, the tip of her middle finger. She'll have to cut it off with a glass vodka bottle. No, you're right. My bad. A phone. She's gonna have to find a way to cut her finger off every day with a phone while she's burning herself with a cigarette after she eats her own shit. She's gonna do that forever. Like, forever. Until, well, yeah, I mean, well, I guess purgatory is temporary, but you could be there for a long time. I mean, hopefully if she figures out why she was wrong and she can confront herself as to her wrongdoings and admit that she was wrong, I don't know, maybe she'll go to hell if she's lucky. And welcome back to another episode of DarthNews Special Edition. Everybody hates Amber! Yeah, Amber Heard. Everybody hates Amber. That's right, everybody hates Amber except for the media. There's a bunch of shill websites that are making it seem as if Johnny Depp is actually guilty. Now, I was wondering why I was seeing so many, anti-Johnny, pro-Amber articles today, and I realized it's because it was Amber's turn to give her side of the story. It was Amber's turn to give her series of unfortunate events, her series of made-up, magical events. Now, obviously, Amber is a lying bitch, but if she's telling us the truth, then we should all be very worried. Yeah, we should be pretty worried. Because if Johnny did half the things that Amber is accusing him of, well, that's not good. That's not good. But I have a theory. My theory is Amber's lying. Yeah. Can you believe that? I think she's lying. I think she's making this whole thing up. She's been planning this for a very long time. This didn't just come out of the blue. A lot of shit that really kind of irked me. I know that's a big word. Irked. Bothered me. There's a lot of things that got under my skin about today, and I'm not saying it's a failure for the team Johnny. It's not exactly a win, but it's not a failure. It's not a win or a loss. It's like right in between. You know what I mean? It's like it's a wash. Yeah, it's like a wash. For the Sun, Sociopath was really hitting Johnny hard with these questions. She was coming after Johnny hard. I think she wanted to fuck him. I mean, if you're asking, if I'm being honest, I think she wants to bang Johnny pretty bad. Anyway, so Sociopath was coming down hard on Johnny Depp, and Johnny was answering all of these accusations with calm, rational thinking. Honest responses. He was being honest. His team and the Sun's team are doing everything they can. They're totally working together. They are in cahoots. There is no way Amber's team is not in cahoots with the Sun. Like, they are working together. But anyway, they are coming at him hard. They're trying to paint the picture that he is a drug abuser, that he is just an abuser and an abusive person. They're trying to. What they're trying to do is make it seem like he beats the shit out of Amber every day and then passes out drunk from drugs and alcohol and then forgets about it the next day. That's what they're. It's like they're trying to accuse him of beating the shit out of Amber with no evidence. They're saying, oh, well, you don't remember. I mean, Johnny, there's no way you would remember, right? Because you were blacked out. You were passed out on the floor. There's no way. I mean, you did, though. I promise you did. You beat me up. You slapped me 3 times and you kicked me in the back. Regardless, I don't have time for this fucking jibber jabber. Let's get into it. Applejack, hit it. Hey fellas, we're over here at Reuters.com. The title reads: Actor Depp attacked wife on plane in drunken rage. UK court hears. Oh, that sounds very matter of fact. I'm sure he didn't admit to that. So why are you saying it so matter of factly? Let's go ahead and read the article. Hollywood star Johnny Depp kicked and slapped his ex-wife Amber Heard on a private flight in a drunken rage brought on because he believed she was having an affair with her co-star James Franco, London's High Court heard on Wednesday. You're saying that as if it actually happened, as if it's factual. Let's keep reading. Depp, giving evidence in his libel trial against Britain's Sun newspaper over the article describing him as a wife beater, denied he had attacked Heard. Exactly, he denied it, accusing her of being the aggressor whom he tried to placate. And it's funny because yesterday he said that she attacked him on the plane, and now we're finding out, oh, he he actually attacked her. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, sure. Oh, okay. So Johnny, kicked and slapped you, you say? He kicked and slapped you. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if you've ever paid attention to Johnny Depp's mannerisms, but the motherfucker is stiff as a board. He's no ninja. He can't even lift his leg like halfway above the... I don't know. I mean, the man can barely kick a soccer ball. You're trying to tell me he kicked you and then slapped you? What did he do? Did he give you a big roundhouse kick to the face, followed by a swift but silent and deadly judo chop to the neck? What did he do? What are we talking about? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe Johnny Depp, because he's so rich, somehow found a way to clone Bruce Lee. And he raised him in his basement, in his cellar. And he's got him locked up in the bunker, and he goes down there and gives him little treats. And when he gives him a little treat, Bruce Lee, the clone of Bruce Lee, will teach him a new kung fu trick. He'll force him to teach him kung fu. So that way, if the time ever comes that he has to beat up Amber Heard, he's got those moves. He's got those fucking moves. Or he could just be, downloading it to his brain like in the Matrix. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, he probably did that. He probably downloaded some kind of program to his brain that teaches him how to fight at high altitudes. Specifically when you're on an airplane. You know what I mean? On Wednesday, earlier today, the Pirates of the Caribbean actor was accused of abusing Heard on a flight from Boston to Los Angeles following a row-over Franco who appeared with her in the film The Adderall Diaries. Now, Depp told the court that he was actually surprised that she agreed to make the film with Franco, having previously described him as creepy for making aggressive sexual advances towards her. Alright, you described him as creepy to let his guard down, to ease his worries. You wanted to seem like you're innocent, like, oh, don't worry, Johnny, he already tried. He tried to rape me twice, and I said no. I said, no sirree, you're not getting any fingers in these panties, no sir. I'm serious, Johnny, he tried as hard as he could, and I said no. Like this one time on the set of Pineapple Express, after we had like a long days of work, he came up to me, and he was like, do you want to have a threesome with me and Seth Rogen? And I was like, of course not. And I slapped him. I said, no sir. I said, no threesomes here. No sir. Only with Elon Musk and Cara Delevingne. This was a clear-cut case of manipulation. She manipulated him and his emotions. She lied to him, saying that he was creepy, so that way he would just, like I said, let his guard down. Like, instead of worrying. I mean, basically, what... I had a girlfriend that did this shit once, and I'm having flashbacks. I'm getting angry. Just a friend. He's just my friend. I mean, yeah, he's a little creepy. I think he's probably gay. He's probably gay, Johnny. I would never. I already told him no twice. And on the flight, Depp apparently screamed obscenities at Heard. Said that she liked having sex on films. Johnny said that she likes having sex on film sets and called her a go-getter, a slut, and a whore, said Sasha Wass, lawyer for The Sun. In a blind rage, he kicked her in the back as she tried walking away from him and slapped her across the face, Wass said. I'm sorry, were you there, Miss Wass? Like, were you there? Why are you speaking for her? Well, why are you even talking right now? I'm so confused. Depp denied the accusations, of course he did, but then again, the title of the article makes it seem very clear that he actually, in fact, attacked his wife. Yeah, he attacked her. These fucking fake news journalists, Jesus fucking Christ, so annoying. Anyway, he says, Johnny says, I am not a violent person, especially with women, he told the court. He later added that he might have passed out on the flight. Wass said that it was on the day after the flight, Depp sent her a text message which said, I don't know why or what happened, but I will never do it again. Okay, that could be a million things. That could mean a million things. That is not incriminating. Like, there's nothing oh my god. Like, sure, we could always assume the worst. We could assume that this is him saying, I'm sorry for beating your ass. You could assume that. But that doesn't mean it's the truth. Asked why he had apologized, Depp said that he had perhaps done so because he had said something ugly or to placate her, and then asked if someone who kicked a woman should be called a wife beater. Depp 57 said he would call them a savage or an animal. It's one of the most disgusting things someone has ever said to me or said about me or accused me of. The Sun's representative, Sasha Wass, said that Depp had become angry when Heard mocked one of his tattoos, which he had changed from Winona Forever, a reference to his former girlfriend Winona Ryder, to Wino Forever, and slapped her 3 times. Okay, that seems a bit much for making fun of a tattoo. It seems a bit overkill, but at the same time, Amber was clearly being a bitch. She was doing this to piss him off. But anyway, Johnny goes on to say, that's not the case. That's untrue. It didn't happen, Depp said. He goes on to say, and I quote, I don't recall any argument about any of my tattoos. Well, there you go. It just seems like it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just all this hearsay. Like, how does the attorney of the Sun have this kind of information? Or how does she have evidence to prove anything that she's claiming? Wass also said that he had struck Heard 34 when he tried to remove a painting from her bedroom given to her by her former partner Tasia Van Ree and tried to set it alight, one of the 14 episodes of violence of which he is accused in the case. Wass asked Depp if he had held Heard's small Yorkshire Terrier pistol out of the window of a moving car. You're gonna... Really? Are we really going here? Are we really getting to this point? And Depp responds with, and I quote, I can say it's a very enduring image, but it's an utter falsity. While agreeing that there was a running joke with Heard and her family about putting Pistol, their little dog, in the microwave as he was ludicrously tiny, super small, it was a joke. I mean, this is just ridiculous. So Johnny Depp was holding the... Where's my dog? Trying to tell me that Johnny Depp was holding your dog out the window of a moving car like this. Hey, isn't he so cute? Why do you still have this on? He's the best. The best dog ever. If you dislike this video, you better undislike it right now and re-like it because of... Okay, so what she's saying is that Johnny allegedly grabbed their Yorkshire Terrier, held it out the window, and went, whee! And you know what? Even if he did do that, I don't know. I guess it's fucked up. But it's like we're taking this too far. We're taking this way too far. I do not think that Johnny would do that. It just seems so out of character. Like, this is getting weird. It's like Amber took the running joke of the dog, going into the microwave because it's so small, and turned it up to an 11. She took that joke and took it too far. She went to the land of make-believe. She's a manipulative psychopath. Okay, so Johnny's biggest flaw is he likes to drink. Am I right? Okay, good. And Amber's biggest flaw is that she's a manipulative, lying, big fucking cunt who is an unfaithful wife and a gold-digging bitch. Those are some pretty big flaws. I cannot wait until Amber is on the stand. I can't wait till I.O. is on the stand. I can't wait till they're all on the stand so I can roast them alive. But what I'm trying to get at is Amber will be on the stand next Friday. Johnny Depp will be on the stand until this Friday morning. So we got another week and a half until we see Amber on the stand. But until then, I think we're gonna have a lot of news to cover. Hey boys and girls, we're over here at The Guardian now, and the title reads, Johnny Depp is accused of suffering blackouts over violent behavior. Can you believe that? The film star Johnny Depp has been accused in court of suffering blackouts and having no recollection of his violent past because of his excessive drinking and drug taking. Yeah, it sounds like just a good alibi for Amber. During his second day in the witness box at the High Court in London, the 57-year-old actor faced allegations that his self-destructive behavior and jealousy of his ex-wife Amber Heard led him to assault her repeatedly in the course of the 4-year relationship. Okay. In 2013, Wass said that Depp had fallen off the wagon and was taking drugs and alcohol. Miss Heard laughed at his tattoo. She said, and I quote, "You were in fact acting like a wino and an alcoholic and felt very sensitive." Depp agreed. He said, "Yes, I was dispirited. After 160 days or so, I had broken my sobriety." Yeah, he probably broke his sobriety because Amber was acting like a fucking bitch. He did not recall, he added, Heard making a joke about the tattoo and provoking him in an argument. Wass then put it to him. Oh, see it? Wass put it to him. She stuffed it right up his butthole. Yeah. You then slapped Miss Heard across the face, and that was the first time it happened, right? That was the first time? Was there a time before that? This was the first time you hit her, right? He slapped her 3 times in all, Wass alleged, because Heard did not respond, but just stared at him. Okay, Johnny's a very peaceful kind of guy. I don't think if you're just staring at him, he's gonna walk over and slap you in the face 3 times. It just seems like I said, a bit much, a bit overkill. Depp responded, "It's not true. It did not happen. I did not hit her." Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. I did not hit her. I did not. And like Johnny said, Amber has been planning this dossier for years. This is her insurance policy. This is her backup plan, or her main plan. I think it was her number 1 plan, not backup. It was her number 1 plan. Her plan was to gather a bunch of incriminating evidence against Johnny and bring him down. Burn him down for everything he's worth and more. So Amber writes up this really long email that's very detailed and specific, and a lot of thought and time went into it, but she never sent it. She saved it as a draft. So Johnny never even received this email, and they're bringing this email up in court as if it's evidence, as if it proves. They're trying to say this proves. This email that was never sent proves that Johnny Depp beat Amber. Like Johnny said, she is calculated, sociopathic, and unapologetic. She is a fucking cunt. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry I used that word, but she's a cunt. Then read out an email that Heard had written out but never sent to Depp. It goes on, I quote, "I don't know if I can take this anymore," she wrote. "It's like there's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Half of you I love madly and the other half scares me. I can't take him. The problem is I never really know which one I'm dealing with until it's too late." So dramatic. You should be a writer, not an actress. Yeah, get into screenwriting. Depp has accused Heard of setting up a hoax because her allegations were patently untrue. The court was told that some of the cross-examinations would be heard in private, which the media would not be able to report. I watched Nerdette's newsstand video on this day 2 of the case, and I gotta say, I agree. I agree with Nerdette 100%. The media is painting it, well, not just the media, it's the Sun, it's Amber's team. They're painting this as if Amber was just trying to help Johnny the whole time. She was trying to help him. She was trying to, save him. They're trying to paint the picture that all of the problems in their relationship is because of Johnny. It's because of his addiction and his alcoholism. Yet Amber Heard is also a serious alcoholic. We don't want to talk about that yet, but we're going to get there. They are wrongly accusing him of abuse and then saying he doesn't remember because he was blacked out. That seems a little unfair if you ask me. And it seems like that just isn't evidence that would hold up in court. Am I wrong? This is not tangible evidence that can hold up in court. There's no way. You can bring all of the fucking theatrics, you can bring all of the, crazy storytelling. You probably had a couple people write this for you. But none of it is believable. To me, maybe I'm in denial. Maybe Johnny Depp is an abuser. But I don't believe it. And for Amber to still have this email saved from 2014 seems a little bit weird. It seems weird as fuck. It seems sketchy. It seems What did Johnny say? Calculated. It seems like this has been planned from the very beginning. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's just a little bit weird that she would put so much attention to detail and so much time and so much thought, you know, get it, T-H-O-T, so much thought into this email to just not send it. And by the way, who the fuck emails their fiancé? Who types up an email to their fiancé? I mean, you're about to get married. You should be past the email part and like right to the let's talk face to face part. This seems manipulated. This seems like a big crock of shit. Then the court was read a series of texts he had exchanged with a friend, the actor Paul Bettany, which Was said reflected his resentment of Heard trying to stop him from drinking and taking drugs. In one of them, the court was told the two men were joking about proving that Heard was a witch. In one message, Depp wrote, "Let's burn Amber." Was suggested that the messages were, although were meant as jokes, were sent because Depp resented Heard acting like the moral police. Yeah, who are you to judge Johnny? Like, who the fuck are you? Get out of here. Depp said that he was resentful of the fact that Miss Heard was very aggressive and quite insulting about my use of alcohol. He also accepted that she didn't like me using alcohol and drugs. Well, at least he can accept that. Was said that at odds with Depp's previous assertion that Heard had never supported his efforts to give up his addictions. All right, we're jumping over here to Deadline.com. It looks like they have a bit more details on the specifics of what Johnny Depp said in regards to what we were just talking about. So let's go ahead and read this. According to the Press Association, Was said that Heard's unsent email was evidence that she was attacked by her ex-husband. During the cross-examination, Depp described it as unreliable, which it is. I mean, how the hell is this evidence? He could have said, "Hey babe, I'm sorry I stabbed you last night," but that's not evidence. We need physical, tangible evidence. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, so maybe it's evidence. Maybe him saying, "I'm sorry for being a dick" or whatever is, I don't know. But let's read on here. Johnny Depp responds with, "Hoax is probably the best word one could use because the allegations, of all the allegations, are patently untrue. From hearing you read out this email that was not sent to me, and for some of the information I had garnered from my experience yesterday and having studied the case, I will suggest, ma'am, that it appears to me that Miss Heard was building a dossier very early on that appears to be an insurance policy for later." That is monumental. That is huge. That is super important. And this is it's very important to hear what he's saying. And that about wraps up this episode of Everybody Hates Amber. Don't you worry, your sweet little butt cheeks. I have plenty more Johnny Depp Amber Heard news coming your way very soon. If you enjoyed my content even a little bit, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And the fact that you just spent a little bit of your day with me means the world. I truly appreciate you. I mean, mwah, I love you. I fucking love you. But if you don't love me, if you hate me, or you think I'm just a piece of shit, misogynist, sexist, racist, white supremacist, if you think I'm one of those fuckers, feel free to dislike this video because either way, I don't give a shit. I don't care about you or your fucking feelings. All I care about is ranting. That's all I care about. So feel free to dislike the video, but it would be a lot better if you liked it. I think it'd be more beneficial if you liked the video, but you don't have to. But feel free to go to DarthNews.com and buy some merch or support me on Patreon at patreon.com/DarthNews. Link is in the description below. Until next time, don't forget to pull out. That is POOL. And as always, keep fucking up the ending. If you want to see Amber Heard behind bars as bad as I do and Johnny Depp free as a bird, then you'll hit that subscribe button right now. Hit the button. Honestly, if you're Team Johnny, hit the like button and then hit the subscribe button. But if you're the opposite, if you're Team Amber, then you can just eat my balls.
Calm down. It's okay. I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's my fault.
He apologized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? That didn't upset me. But the bitch ass hoe
Sorry.
that told me to calm down.
Don't you understand, you dumb son of a bitch?
Bitch, I got an op exterminator. Who wants smoke? Pussy ass boy. What you trying to do, bitch? Yeah, y'all think I don't got a rod, but I got them, bitch. I'll put that bitch on you, pussy ass boy. Yeah.
What you doing, bro?
Man, this a nigga, bro. Move.
That's a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. What he did? He tried you?
He keep breaking everything. I'm trying to treat her like a bitch. Take care of her now. I'm trying to get money to take care of us, bro. But she don't understand.
Oh, that's a faggot.
Boy, fuck you.
Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to turn a faggot to a housewife.
Dick, suck my motherfucking dick, suck my dick, suck my motherfucking dick, suck my dick, suck my